Today is August 27th, 2024, and I am in the ghost town of Finland Air Force Base, located in Minnesota. Now I'm just going to take a little walk through here. There are plenty of videos where the people go exploring inside the homes and things like that. I'm just going to walk down the city block. It loops around. Just give you a quick look-see. There are other videos that will document what's going on here and why. I'm here just because of the photography, and it's just kind of interesting to see how the landscape is kind of apocalyptic looking. And what I'm going to walk through is not everything that you would see here. This is considered private property, and so if you ever come here, this would be considered trespassing. Just about every window of every house is broken. I'm surprised when I do find some intact windows. But if you look up the history of the Finland Air Force Base, they just essentially, I think it was part of the Cold War, and as technology changed and as needs changed, it was decided to just close the base. I guess the property has changed hands for investors, but we're in northeast Minnesota, pretty much the middle of nowhere. There are some small towns not too far from here. A lot of them are resort towns because we're not too far from the Lake Superior coast. So there's a lot of tourism of people going up and down the coast there. There's some iron mining and other mining related industries going on around here. But it's not enough to sustain a very large population. So you have essentially a small town here that was just up and left to rot. And as I said, some people had purchased the properties here hoping to turn a buck, but apparently that is not coming to fruition. And I know about this place mainly because of YouTube and the internet. So since I was coming out this way for other things, I thought I'd stop here and quick run through. And it's just amazing how much vandalism there is here. For whatever reason, people just like to destroy things. Now it's one thing if you were to come out here and strip the copper from all the buildings and something like that. I mean, at least there's a purpose. But to just come and break things because it's funny, to me it's not funny. After all, this is where people used to live. People own these properties. They wanted to be successful in whatever endeavor they're doing. And then you just have people come along and ruin it for everybody else. Now this car here, coming up on an abandoned car here, what's kind of funny is if you look at some videos on YouTube, a bunch of electrical wires down here. But if you look at some YouTubes, this car is upside down. So apparently, a group of people came out and turned it right side up again, just for the fun of it. But when you look at the other YouTubes, they go inside the buildings, and they're just full of stuff. And I'm sure it's been picked over, and anything that was worth something has been taken, and everything else has been broken. I mean, a lot of these houses, all these houses have propane tanks. These propane tanks still might be of some value. But it's always, it's always a shame when something doesn't work out for whatever reason. But again, it's just frustrating to come to places like this, because I want to do photography, and there's people who just show the dark side of themselves. So yeah, here's an old storm door on the house, and as you can see, the glass is still good. So yes, so if any of you idiots want to come out here and smash windows, there's still a few windows left for you. Okay, I just did a little bit of photography. I'm gonna continue on here, get back to my car. Just wanted to have a look-see firsthand. So there are some of these buildings, they all have cars. Some of them have cars in them. Just, imagine just picking up and leaving your car behind. Perfectly good car. And from the video, and then people come along and just smash it. I mean, at the very least, this could have been good for parts for somebody. But just, when you look at the other videos, there's the furniture and clothes and toys. So yeah, you can understand why a town reaches an end, but it's very hard to comprehend. Just leaving everything behind. But people just, you would just think some of these cars, someone could have used them for whatever reason, but just sit and rot. And people tear them apart. But I guess that's part of being a photographer. You come out to these places, and you're there maybe just for half an hour, and you essentially document what the state of things are at that point in time. And as time progresses, this place will evolve into whatever it's going to evolve into. Maybe all these buildings, they're not salvageable anymore. They need to be torn down. But maybe this property will become something to some people someday. Looks like there was a stop sign here or something, and someone took the stop sign. Or this property is just going to become fade into history. I was actually out here at the beginning of the summer, and you can see how overgrown things have been becoming, and it's just amazing. I think in the next few years, the nature is really going to start taking over this place, and eventually swallow it all up, I guess. But the vandals out there, they may not miss the opportunity to burn it down. Time will tell. So, signing off.